Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Need for Speed again. I figured I may as well get back into it. It's been a couple weeks though. It's been a few weeks since I played the game, and yeah, I'm hopeful that we can do well. I've started the game once today, but I'm going to have to start it again quickly here. How's everybody doing? If you were here for the last stream, let me know. That was a lot of fun. Okay, I gotta skip through this, and I'll show you guys the game. But yes, we are back on the Need for Speed grind here. Ooh, skip that. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's what I was trying to get through. Back over to the actual game. All right, alrighty. Just gotta grab my controller, and you better work. There we go. Okay, it works. Goodness. Well, so the last time in wait, if you mean last time, if you mean the last stream, I was in the last stream I was playing this game called Accelerate, and we were having a lot of fun with egg puns. But this time I'm accelerating in a different way. I'm gonna be accelerating in Need for Speed with the really awkward controls that I'm afraid to remap because I'm worried it'll break the game. But that's just how it goes. Did you ever get the stickers off the back of the G5? I think you mean G35, and yes, I did get the sticker off the back of that car many weeks ago at this point. Basically, I just used a sort of like it's kind of like a very high-powered hair dryer, just a heat gun. Scraped it off, and then I used hand sanitizer to take the goo off. It actually worked. I actually already did a Need for Speed Underground inspired build in automation. I would encourage you to watch it. It's the Bugo Underground version, and yeah, I would say it's pretty decent. Also, this one Lincoln here apparently is making a habit of taking out signs. How dare you say that this is an ugly Lincoln? I demand that... wait, I gotta remember the controls. Okay, so that's handbrake. We don't have nitrous, so it doesn't really matter. If I was going to try and outrun this guy, I don't think I'd be able to do it, but let's do it anyway. Bye, buddy. Basically, we're just going to knock him into the wall, because that is the easiest way to win these really dumb outruns, and get custom parts, because that's all I'm really after. Also, we're somehow pushing a sign. Go in there, that's where you need to be. Am I actually going to be able to win this? That is an honest to goodness, I'm unsure question. Okay. I think the last time I did one of these, it lasted way too long, but anyway. Which video from Donut Media are you talking about? I don't actually watch their content, admittedly. I know that a lot of car people do. Alright, I'm gonna take a drastic shortcut here because, yeah, I'm hopeful that this will keep him away. Probably won't, though. Yeah, he's just following me. Okay. Apparently that was a bad idea. Oh well. Are you going to do a Beam MY? I'm assuming you mean MP multiplayer stream. I don't even have Beam multiplayer. I probably should get it and figure out how to use it. But, yeah. So this is basically my my warm-up for the day, just driving casually while this guy tails behind me 80 meters away, not quite enough. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna do this without cheating drastically. Let's do this. Power slide. And... dang it. I think it's just gonna take a whole host of crafty maneuvers here. Except this guy seems to be right on my tail no matter what. This is not working. Yes, this literally just started 6 minutes ago. This chase started 2 minutes ago, or almost 3 minutes ago now. Okay, he's stuck. This is our chance. I'm gonna make a quick left hook. Come on, game. Be nice to me. They're just gonna infinitely catch up if I can't deke them out here, so... basically, we're just gonna have to crash that guy if I can't seem to do this. Oh, this is getting good. Turn here, slows me down. Turn again, hopefully slow him down. Oh, yes. Okay, finally. Goodness.
Hey kid, that was a pure fluke. Never again.
Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, so remember back in the day when I was playing this, before I bought a Tiburon, actually I canceled the stream in order to buy that car. We're going to be going with the Tiburon next in this, if we can get it. So, yeah, there's a Tiburon in this game. It's the V6 Tiburon, but who cares? We're going to go with that. And then, obviously, I want to get the G35 Coupe as well, just because... Will I eventually turbo my Tiburon? Eventually, I think I probably will do something drastic, but I just got insurance on it today, which is very exciting, so I don't think it'd be wise to just like, boom, okay, Evo swap, or boom, okay, let's take this thing down, and then do something crazy to it. Like, let me give you kind of an overview of my idea here. I'm thinking with that car that I'm going to drive it in the summer only, and then in the winter sort of do modifications for it. So I'm thinking that this winter I want to swap the clutch, as an example. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to be driving the car all summer, probably for a bit of the fall, and then when it hits winter, I'm going to switch back over to my Infiniti, and then we'll be swapping the clutch in that car. And there's another Navigator. This guy has a really crappy eBay wing. I don't actually want to race him. Am I a water... What the heck kind of question is that? You know, in this game... They've got a Hummer, they have a, well, I mean, I bought the Navigator, and they also have a an Escalade, like a short Escalade. Personally, I like the longer Escalades better. I think if I had to buy one of these massive SUVs, I'd get one of the extended Escalades. But I'm kind of happy with this one, mostly because I never have bought it as playing this game. Usually I buy the Escalade. Hey, there are 40 of you here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Need for Speed Underground 2, where we will now be doing some SUV races, because that's kind of the point of this video, or this stream, I guess. Yeah, I figure, I mean, which one are we closest to? Probably this one. Let's activate the old GPS over to this lad right here. Yeah, I mean, in terms of my Infiniti, or my, not Infiniti, my Hyundai, or Hyundai, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that correctly. I'm hopeful that that I can keep it relatively stock, and then just try and, I don't know, try and do some minor modifications, and then as things go forwards, we'll get crazy. We'll see how long that takes before I get bored, which, yeah, probably not going to be too long. Don't worry. You better at driving stick now? Yes, sir, I am. Although I've only driven up and down my street a few times. The last time I went out just to go up and down the street, stopping at the stop sign and stuff. Just did a little bit of a slope down at the end of my road. Just trying to get used to how to control the clutch mostly. I was able to do it without stalling the car, and yeah, I feel accomplished by doing that. Oh, there's another one of these things. What time is it here? It is 7:30. It's 7:30. Oh, the race is randomly behind here. Oh well, I guess we may as well get into it. $300 and another SUV thing down. The way that they modify the navigators in this game look terrible, so I don't think I'm going to do too much to this car. It's probably going to stay relatively stock. I also really like how we did just all of us doing a big takeoff right there, and it was the slowest thing ever. Looked like a bunch of snails taking off, my goodness. Oh, yeah. So this stream will probably be, I don't know, it's 7:30 now, probably another hour or so. And then I'm hoping to keep up with some of this SUV carnage going on for the whole stream. Except I just missed a major shortcut there and I feel dumb. Oh, that's bad. Well, we got 2 laps, so I have a chance to catch up. Sometimes in these arcade games, it's almost better to just kind of hang back a little bit and then take the lead at the end, because these guys have terrible AI, but also terrible catch-up. And so, even if you pull really far ahead, they will catch up. And I'm also playing on hard, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, this is Need for Speed Underground 2 on hard. Not that that makes it much more difficult. As I say that, I'm probably going to end up losing a bunch of races, especially the drag races. Alright. Bash this guy out of the way. That was a very, very failed attack. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm just done. Oh, no. Come on, Lincoln, shift. Shift. 130 kilometers an hour, never felt so slow. 5 seconds down, it's going to take me a while to catch up to these guys, admittedly. Never mind, they're right here. Oh, I like the Lincoln's, like, far away model. It kind of looks like a Land Rover. No particular reason that I think that, I don't know. Oh, the noise it makes when you're running over the tiles. What the heck? Okay, apparently even on hard, falling into last is not that much of a bad thing. I'm probably gonna have to do this race again though, unless I can do something here. Bye, I'll take 3rd place, thank you very much. Gonna do the same thing to 2nd place and hope for the best. Slow down, people, I need the handicap. No, I might need performance mods, that's kind of the thing I've been fearing. I'm thinking that after we finish this game, we can move on to Most Wanted, because I've got a full disc, like a legit copy of it. Haven't played it in a long time, and it would be awesome to pull that out. I just have to find a disc drive. Yeah, we'll have to do that one again. That's fine, though. That's okay. Still warming up, just warming up. Alright. If I can't make it through this one, then we'll go and get some minor performance mods. The problem with the manual transmission is that the controls for it, the way they're currently mapped, the start button is up. Which, yeah, isn't ideal. Gotta figure out how to remap it on the controller. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's really weird for the drag races. Like, the way that I have to like crab hold my controller is very strange. So I don't want to inflict that on myself as a permanent thing. Okay. What would be your dream engine to rebuild? Interesting question. I guess, I mean, you can just kind of cut off the rebuild part, unless it has to be something a bit easier to, for the fact that it's being rebuilt. I don't even know what my favorite engine is. The engine that I've worked on the most is the VQ engines in G35s, mostly just because I have two of them. But I wouldn't say that that's my favorite engine. That's not an easy question. Okay, we're going right into, well, actually, not right into the wall. We've been saved. You know, I also have Midnight Club 3, Dub Edition Remix, for the original Xbox. I haven't played enough of it, though. I need to play more. Oh, I just missed a shortcut. Oh, I'm blind. Oh my goodness. Well, that's gonna cost me the lead, probably. Come on, guys, slow down for me. Have pity. Oh, we'll just try and make it with a couple other shortcuts here. If I have to do this race again, then my goodness, I guess I have to do it again. Ooh, getting a call. I'm just gonna have to ignore it. There we go. I get a lot of spam calls, so I'm not particularly worried about that being important. If it is, they'll probably leave a message anyway. Have any of you guys tried out the new BeamNG update? I played a little bit of it, and I'm planning on doing a video on it tomorrow night, and then Saturday hopefully have a video out on the update for you guys. Seems like they had a lot of cool stuff, which is nice. Like the walking thing is really funny. Oh my goodness. For some reason, I'm having a lot of difficulty with this. If I had gotten the shortcut the second time, I would have been fine, but yeah. Possibly part of the reason for that is because this Lincoln is dead stock, and these guys might be running upgrades, I'm not sure. Yeah, I am playing on Windows 10. It does work on Windows 10. No issues at all, actually. I'm using a cracked exe, though, in order to be able to run a widescreen setup. Yeah, no, it definitely works on Windows 10. You just gotta look through some guides to see how to make it work. The only mod, like, there are quite a few mods for this game. The only one that I think is like a requirement is the widescreen. It really changes things. Otherwise, it's going to be 4:3, which sucks. So I mean, I don't try to, I don't force myself to play games at 4:3 when I don't have to. I'll do that enough on my original Xbox. Alright, so this time, the second lap is going to be better. Hopefully, I can't choke on it. Ooh, every time I come around that corner, I get worried. Okay, one more, and if I miss that shortcut, I will switch races. I might even switch games. No, it's not that bad. Just 3 times the charm for this stuff. Oh, I suck. Okay, shortcut, here we go. There we go. He tries to cut to a slow motion there, but I guess that only works when you're going the opposite way on the track, because you don't really get enough height to be able to do it. Everything is a bugo if you try hard enough, and this game is full of them. Oh yeah, pigeon. Pigeon male. I don't know where you got your name from, but I was wondering, do you know when you unlock the Tibron in this game? I believe you helped me figure out when the Infinity comes about last time. Is the Tibron an earlier unlock than the Infinity? Because I'm hoping to be able to swap cars with my, I guess it's a 240SX that I have, with the Tibron, or to be able to change up into that and then run that for a while and then switch to the Infinity and run that for a while. That's kind of my idea, but if it has to be the other way around, then okay, that broke the game. I don't know what the heck happened there. However, first place. Yes, finally. That was only for 300 bucks. It's not even worth it. Goodness, okay. Next one, next one. I'm pretty close? Okay, that's good, thanks. Would you rather drive a slow boat handling car that has bad gas mileage, or a sports car with a harsh ride but goes almost too fast? Probably a sports car. I don't really like big cars, just in general to drive. Like, I used to have to drive trucks a lot for work, and I still do sometimes. But I really don't like driving huge vehicles. Like, full-size trucks just feel massive when you jump into something small. Even my Infinity is not even that small a car, but like the new Tibron is so much smaller. It's like, I don't know, it's like a full ruler shorter, so that'd be a foot or 30 centimeters. Probably like 15 centimeters, like 6 inches-ish in height shorter. It's like, it's a much smaller car. And going from something big into that is just, like, it makes a big difference. I don't know, I like small. Let's go do this one right here. Oh, date. oh darn. More modified Lincolns. And this one, another 2-lap circuit. I think this is it for the truck stuff for now, so maybe we might be getting out of the Lincoln a little bit faster than I thought, which is unfortunate. I mean, we can use it in regular races, but it is kind of a disadvantage, and so maybe that's not the smartest idea. We might end up switching back to the 240 a bit quicker than I had previously anticipated. That is a full 90-degree corner in a Lincoln. Goodness. Is it legal to pirate this game? That kind of sounds like an oxymoron. So here's kind of the way that I think about it. Like, personally, I try to buy every game that I have. But, like, I mean, I own a copy of this game, but the way that I'm playing it for you right now is not through that copy, because it doesn't work on PC. I've got it for the original Xbox. But for me, if you can't buy a game, then that's kind of the exception. It kind of becomes abandonware. Like, if EA had these games on Origin, then I would absolutely own them. But I can't. Like, the only way to source them is to buy a disc. And I have discs for some of them, but I don't have discs for everything. Which sucks. Okay, alright then. 90-degree corner again. Wheel spin. Is this thing all-wheel drive? I have no idea. This guy with a massive carbon hood just comes out of nowhere. Come on, buddy. Leave me some space. Okay, that was a little bit better. I mean, we don't have to make too many more corners. I just need to get this final one right, and we should be good for the win here. Last corner. That was bad, but it should be good. And, oh, don't you dare even try and steal a win from me. 214, boom. Isn't the Tibron front wheel drive? Yeah, it definitely is. It is absolutely front wheel drive. The Lincoln is all wheel drive. I thought so. Yeah, the Tibron is a front wheel drive car. I know to a lot of people that's just like an immediate, no, why, how could you? The funny thing is that it's actually the first front wheel drive car I've bought. My sort of like succession of cars has been an all-wheel drive Subaru, rear-wheel drive Infiniti, rear-wheel drive Infiniti again, and then front-wheel drive Tibron. So maybe I'm going backwards. Okay, if there aren't any more truck races, then I think we're gonna pop back into the garage and grab our Nissan 240SX, which is a little bit nicer and just mildly faster, just a very slight extra speed boost over top of the Lincoln. Let's go back to the Explore mode. I'm gonna have to get used to this because it's probably a bit different. Just a little bit different. I haven't driven this car in weeks now. Okay, that's boost. A little bit of extra speed in comparison to what I'm used to here. Yeah, we're gonna be having a challenge, I would say, trying to race this against some of the faster cars in these leagues. I will bring back the Lincoln when we get a chance. Oh, I think this thing has hydraulics as well. I remember investing in those, but I've forgotten how to use them. Oh well, that's okay. I believe it was something like... Oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I could always just read the controls. Anyway. Yeah, you know, something that's cool about the Tibron, a lot of people have talked about this before in my video that I made about it, but yeah, the Tibron shares some similarities with the random phone call from people in this game.
Hope to see you there.
So yeah, the Tibron shares some similarities with the 4G63. Like it's an engine that Mitsubishi uses in a lot of their cars, including the turbo version in Mitsubishi Evos, and some people have done swaps of different components over. But the thing is that they're not totally compatible. They're just similar. I think it's a bit of a... It seems to be a bit of a myth that the cars have basically the same engine. That doesn't appear to be true from reading on forums. Some things are swappable, but most things are not. And if I was going to do like an all-wheel drive swap or something like that, which would be awesome, then I would probably need to use a full 4G63. I probably wouldn't be able to get away with using the current engine that it has, which is a Beta 2. I would... Oh, jeez. I'm trying to catch this guy so I can race him. But I probably need to use the 4G63 turbo to make it worth it. Otherwise, it'd just be kind of weird.
Hey, Bama, you gonna high side all night or you gonna step up?
Hey, Will, welcome to the stream. Wait, what's a Tibron? Yeah, look that one up. It's in this game. You know, I seem to be, I said this already on Twitter, I think, but I seem to be incapable of buying cars that are not in Need for Speed Underground 2. It's just a thing now. I cannot buy a car that isn't in this game. Oh, that's locked. Oh, dang it. Well, rip. Looks like we're chasing this guy. Okay, he crashed too. Now I'm going this way. Okay, apparently the AI can't plan for that. I would love to swap the Tiburon over to all-wheel drive, but I was thinking about it today and I was like, you know what? That is a serious undertaking. That's not for the faint of heart or the near future. That is like a long time away. And also a serious amount of funding away. That is not going to be easy or cheap. That would be like a more of like a long-term project. It would take me more than a winter, I think, to do, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I mean, a little work is in completely rebuilding the floor, completely redoing the entire rear suspension, and all of the like stuff back there, because the car is front-wheel drive, obviously, so nothing is going to magically fit. It's kind of interesting. I mean, it would definitely be unique, and I'm definitely down with uniqueness, but yeah, challenge factor, I've got to do a lot more before I can get to that. Basically, in terms of more realistic ideas, I think first couple things are going to happen, probably suspension. I will probably go coilovers. We'll probably end up going... Oh, this is going to be a long chase. Oh my goodness, the highway. No, this was a mistake. Yeah, we'll probably go coilovers, we'll probably do an intake, and then exhaust, and then minor interior upgrades. The interior is pretty fine, so I don't think I need to do too much. I was thinking, though, about swapping over the driver's seat to be something a little bit more aggressive, but still relatively comfortable. Okay, I'm going to try and pull some fancy maneuvers on this guy, and it definitely worked. Oh, go, 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 go. Boom, $100, I'll take it.
How you think you all that? Look, anybody can win once.
Yeah, no, I think I wouldn't say that I stole the Tiburon from that guy, but he definitely undervalued it in terms of price. I didn't offer him, like, he was asking not much more than what I offered, and he took what I offered. So I felt like I got a pretty decent price on it. Apparently, he had a ton of people going crazy when he posted it, which makes a lot of sense. That was a bit of a deal. But it's pretty exciting. Got insurance on the car today, and I'm gonna get plates for it tomorrow, temporary stickers, and then yeah, then we'll see what happens. Just got to get a safety after that, and we can start doing some mods. And I'm currently selling a lot of Infinity bits, trying to get some money back, trying to beef up the budget. And I just got hit by Alexis. I'm gonna say that's twin turbos right there, and I'm gonna fight him 1v1.
Yo, man, I am speechless.
What?
What do you call that thing you've done to your ride?
Okay, apparently they're deciding the pathway, and it's this way. I kind of thought that I was going to be taking control here, but obviously not. We're going to be chasing this guy down. Say goodbye. Okay, I gotta go here real quick. Give it the boost.
Yo, man, you can't be serious.
Easy.
You think that was a clean win? I'm gonna get you for that.
Easy. Alright. Most of the Tibrons, 2 to 4K. Yeah, you know what? I mean, mine is a 4-cylinder, so it's not the super desirable one. But one thing that I do like about it is that it has the high wing, which I'm a big fan of. I don't really like the low wing look, but the high wing look is nice. And then yeah, I think like I actually like the color as unique as it is. It's not a color that you see very often. Manual transmission, obviously, pretty low kilometers, all things considered. One owner was a big thing. Like the Infiniti that I bought, the coupe, had like 6 previous owners, me being number 7. Just like way too many people going through that car. Way too many. Okay, I think yikes, we only have a couple more races left, don't we? We got some circuits, we got some drags. Let's do... Oh, that's the URL race. We can't do that yet. Oh no, that's a drag. I don't want to do that. Let's do this one right here. Looks like a very scuffed Supra. To me, it kind of looks like a Celica. I don't know. It kind of has those proportions. Okay, game. Apparently I took the wrong exit. Just like this, and we're in. Easy. I guess we just keep straight? Okay. I was wondering there for a second. You know, the thing about G35s is, for some reason, they're going up in value. I don't know why, but people really like them. I mean, I like the cars too. I mean, I have 2 of them. I do like the cars, but I don't like the high cost of ownership, which is definitely getting to me a little bit sometimes. Like, the insurance on a G35 is insane. You could be... Like, I priced it at one time, and for my 2003 Infiniti G35 sedan, not even a coupe, just the sedan, it costs about the same in insurance every year as a brand new STI. As nuts as that sounds, it's the same in insurance for me. No idea why it's so crazy. It's just the Infiniti name, I guess. Alright, let's do it. This should be a little bit more entertaining, I think. Let's go past that Miata. We have pretty good acceleration on this car. But yeah, I don't exactly know why. Now that I've hit 25, so things have changed a little bit. My insurance has gone down significantly just because of my... Is that a Sentra? Get out of here. Come on, Centro SER with a big wing. Come on. But anyway, so yeah, G35, expensive on insurance. For some reason, they're just nuts. And if you get a coupe, it's worse. Just a heads up. In terms of fuel, obviously it's an Infiniti. It takes premium fuel. Oh, that was violent. Premium fuel, and you can expect to be putting a lot of oil into those cars as well. just from my experience. Nothing crazy for people who might be used to BMWs and such, but like when I jumped from a Subaru to an Infiniti, it was a big gap to fill to have all of a sudden like an extra $1,000 a year on insurance, sometimes more. And now jumping down to a Tibron, which I've insured as my daily for this summer, it's like way cheaper, shockingly cheaper, even as a coupe and a newer car. I'm probably gonna have to do this race again if you're unsure. The hard AI is beating me now that we're getting into the fast cars. Oh, Oh, that sucked, but hey, I got a little bit of boost out of it. Well, I'm in 4th place, very firmly in 4th place, I should say. 10 seconds down. That's not going to be easy to catch up with. Anything to avoid this ridiculous corner, though, I guess. That one shortcut off to the side doesn't seem particularly useful. Maybe I'm just tripping. Oh, oh wow. Yes, let me try that again. Like, insurance is a big thing, especially when I was younger and working part-time. Like, I used to work at a grocery store. Driving an Infiniti to the grocery store to go to work doesn't make any sense. It makes a lot more sense to drive even a Prius or something. But yeah, goodness. That's just something that's always bothered me about my car. So I'm trying to find a sort of a fun way out of it. Going the slightly cheaper route, having a more budget-oriented brand, and then yeah, just trying to see how that is. Like, I definitely appreciate a lot of the features of the Infiniti. I'm a big fan of the Bose sound system after I fixed it, and by replacing the head unit. I'm also a big fan of the seats and the comfort of the car in general. Heated mirrors, the garage door opener is even nice. Like, the Tiburon doesn't have some of this stuff. Although it does have power windows and things like that. It's not a total budget build. Ooh, say goodbye to that guy. He just face planted into a barrier. Rest in pieces. 1st place this time. Nailed it. But yeah, the big reason, I should probably just start cutting that corner, but the big reason I bought the Tiburon was because of the manual transmission. That was the driving force behind the, like, I guess, fast purchase. I saw it and I was like, oh wow, that is a screaming deal. And I saw manual transmission and I was like, oh goodness, I have to have it. And then I went to go check it out. You know, I was like, you know what, this is pretty clean, price is right. And then I ended up bringing it home, kind of. I ended up working out a deal and that guy drove it over to me, but same idea. I should probably brake harder for that corner. Get out of my way. Oh, this pink car. No, no, no. No, not the Sentra. You can't let a Sentra beat me. Of all the cars to beat me, it had to be a bloody Sentra. I'm gonna have to restart again, probably. I might just do a different race. Or I'll try this one more time. Just once more. Bentley Flying Spur. Now that would be interesting. I was actually looking at buying a Rolls-Royce Silver Spur, except it had been burned. My wife, I'm just joking about this Sentra. But my wife nicknamed it the Crispy Rolls Royce, and I had told her, like, it was at a junkyard. Obviously, it was burnt. It had burn damage. But I told her that if it didn't sell for a year or something, that I was gonna go take a look at it. But I never ended up seeing it before it went, and I was disappointed. It was only, I think it was $10,000 or something, which is way too much. But it's like, wow, that is such a ridiculous thing. Driving a Rolls Royce that is slightly crispy would be pretty funny. Whoa, that was close. We got 2 Sentras over here. I feel like I'm being well, it's all Nissan, isn't it? What's the other guy driving? Can you? Oh, it's the Miata. Oh, sorry. Okay, this time we won't mess up. Okay, never mind, I did mess up. I always seem to come first on the first lap and then just get thrashed on the second. I'm gonna try and conserve this NOS for a time when it's actually needed. See, the thing about, okay, let me clarify the burnt Rolls Royce a little bit. It was crispy, but it was only crispy on the outside. The inside was actually reasonable, and the engine was untouched. So, I mean, it probably would have been an absolute disaster, and probably not ever going to be road legal again, but it would have been hilarious. I'm not somebody to waste $10,000 on a hilarious joke or something, or even a bad joke, which in that case it would be a bad joke. But I mean, if I was loaded in like a big time YouTuber or something, I totally would have bought it. Incredibly unique car. I'm guessing it probably got scrapped. That would be probably the wisest choice by that junkyard. Like if it was less than $10,000, because $10,000 is a lot of money. A V12 was under the hood, right? So that could potentially be some interesting, interesting engine swaps going on. Race breaker, what's that? Oh. I'm gonna ignore those. Alright, I guess we're kind of running out of races. Stinger GT or Mustang GT as a daily? I'd probably drive a Stinger as a daily. It seems like it'd be more comfortable. But you're also driving a Kia, which some people are apparently allergic to. Drift races, oh, that's difficult. Let's go for the Sprint. Let's change things up a little bit. V12 swap the Tibron. Now that sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. You know, I was thinking in my work when I was just bored, I was like, you know what would it be like if I decided to do some stupid engine swap on the Tibron, like a front wheel drive engine swap. We're not talking all wheel drive. We're not getting that complex. Just front. What would be the stupidest front wheel drive engine to swap into it? Give me some suggestions. As I tell you mine, Northstar V8 out of a front wheel drive Cadillac. That would be hilarious and also terrible, but mostly hilarious. I really, I was wondering about that today and a little bit of yesterday. I was like, you know what? That sounds like probably the worst idea ever. So the VQ in my Infiniti Coupe is transverse, but I could swap a VQ from like a Maxima in there. That could be a thing. I don't think that would make any sense, but that could be a thing. I'm thinking about cars that are already front-wheel drive, so it's basically like a subframe and all-wiring swap. Obviously the 4G63 is a realistic option, but the worst ideas ever I can think of would be like bad weight balance. Screw up the car's weight balance entirely. Front-wheel drive Mercedes? You know, Northstar V8 in the front seems like something that would be funny, but then there's also the 5.3 LS front-wheel drive out of an Impala SS. That would be horrible. Alright, where the heck is this race? Come on, race, show yourself. I need to take you on. Oh, it's definitely in here. Starting in a parking lot, figures. That's some Need for Speed stuff right there. Tibron V6. You know, this might be bad, but I kind of like the 4-cylinder better. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's why the car appealed to me. And what the heck, I've got 2 clones and a Supra on me. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Goodness. Starting off with 290-degree hairpins, or not hairpins, but turns. Not ideal. You know what? Sometimes, maybe with the exception of the Mustang, the smaller engine version of a car can be better. It's not always about having a big displacement engine. I mean, just look at the Genesis 3.8 coupe or the 2-liter turbo. I'm not sure, honestly. That would be a big toss-up to try and decide for me whether I'd want the 2-liter turbos or the 3.8 in a Genesis. It's kind of the same thing with the Tiburon. Like, the 2-liter that I have in my car is cool and a lot easier to work on than a big V6. the V6, I mean, it's not that big, I guess, but it takes up a lot of room in the engine bay and it's transverse. That changes the car dramatically. A lot heavier on the front, which is maybe not the most ideal thing. You know, I saw on a forum, in terms of the Tiburon, that somebody was, basically anytime you just look up online, like, engine swap Tiburon or something like that, you'll go to a forum where people are just flaming somebody for asking a question about that, and I understand why. But on some of the ones that I found, somebody was asking about supercharging the Tiburon engine, and I was like, that could be interesting. That could be very interesting. Supercharge a Tiburon instead of turbo, even though turbo would probably make a lot more sense. And are we going to lose this to a Supra? Dang it. I'm going to have to do this one again. Cobalt SS supercharged. The Cobalt SS supercharged, they also have a turbo version, which I believe is the better car. That thing, it makes a lot of power. You can get those cars up past 300 horsepower on the front wheels, which is insane. That's a lot of power. That's too much power for just the front wheels. That's like torque steer. Torque steer for days. Like with Infinities, I'm pretty used to superchargers because they go pretty well on VQs, but for small 4-cylinder engines, it doesn't really make that much sense. Like turbos are usually the best way to go. It's kind of interesting because coming from an Infinity where it's more designed for performance, so stuff like the intake on the Infinity is already really strong, and it takes a really good intake to make more power. Oh, I just got pit maneuvered by that guy. But it takes a really good intake to make more power. And the thing is that swapping it isn't necessarily going to gain you power on a car like that, like even a 350Z where it's designed with power in mind. But a small four-cylinder engine, especially something like the Tiburon or even like your Honda Civic or an Elantra or something like that, it's going to gain a lot just from simple stuff. To an extent, a lot is relative. The car, like my Tiburon, has 143 horsepower. It's not much, but it doesn't really need to be. And you can do some simple mods like exhaust stuff and intake, and you can get up a little bit higher. You know what's kind of weird as well is I'm really not used to driving a front-wheel drive car. Thinking about that, I was like, this is going to handle completely differently than my Infinity, which I've been driving daily for like 4 years now. Am I going to lose to the Supra again? Come on. We're going to have to take that guy out. 3 Nissans and a Supra, and I can't do it. No, don't worry, I'm not trying to make like a 400 horsepower Tiburon or something dumb like that. I think it might be more reasonable to try and get maybe, I don't know, 20 more horsepower out of it, just a little bit extra, and then hope that Oh, the Navigator, the Navigator has crashed. No, the Navigator has been navigated over because we finished all of the races for it. And I don't want to inconvenience myself by attempting to drive it in these higher class races and then just losing everything all the time. Okay, this time I am determined to win, which means I'm actually going to slow down for this corner instead of just speeding right through it. Who knew you actually have to use the brakes sometimes in Need for Speed? Apparently, me as a child did not. Old Spice ad, come on, game. Oh, I hate these like barriers. They're so easy to catch yourself on. I'm trying to concentrate here to get through this. They are on my tail. 80%. Get your Supra butt off of me. I know you're there. I can hear you. That 2JZ is screaming. Okay, this time we got it. This time, this race is mine unless that taxi gets in the way, which it won't. Beautiful. Supras suck. Easy. Wait, Supra came last. Never mind. Okay, apparently Supras really do suck. Or he crashed really early on. That's probably the only reason I won that. Roof scoops. Oh yeah, that's pretty sweet. Play the first Underground as well. You know, I like this one more, to be honest. I have both, but I like this one more. An electric turbo can be $2 grand? Goodness. Camber gang. I'm going static, just as low as possible. No, I'm not gonna be that bad. Goodness. Oh, the game just crashed. No. Ah, man, things were going so well. I mean, the past hour it's been going great. Hold up. Skip, skip. Hopefully this one pops up for you guys. Yeah, it did. Okay, we're good. Skip through that, skip into this. Okay, goodness. Well, game crash. That's fine though, as long as things keep working. We're getting close to being able to finish this section, which means we'll be... yeah, we'll be moving on to the next round of cars. So I'm trying to save my money to be able to upgrade the next car. That's why I'm not doing anything to this one. You know, here's one thing I haven't thought of yet. Something that I have not really decided. In terms of the Tiburon, it's like, what am I going to do with it? I'm fortunate to be in an area that does have a couple of options of different racing events.